You can start, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, all the members. We welcome all of you to the 104th Annual General Meeting of the company, held through video conferencing. The facility for participation at the AGM through video conferencing or other audio-visual means is made available to the shareholders on first come, first served basis. The company has also provided the webcast facility to view the live proceedings of this annual general meeting. The company had provided the facility to shareholders to register themselves as speaker shareholder. Only those shareholders will be allowed to speak or express their views during the meeting who have got themselves registered. Once the question answer session starts, with the permission of the chair, we'll announce the name of the shareholder who have registered themselves as speaker shareholder one by one. Thereafter, the respective speaker shareholder will be unmuted by the host and the speaker shareholder is requested to put on the video option. While speaking, the shareholder is requested to minimize any noise in the background and should keep the question short and to the point. Due to paucity of time, each speaker shareholder will get maximum 2 minutes. During the meeting, if any shareholder faces any issue, he or she may contact the helpline number mentioned in the notice of the meeting. Now I will request the chairman to start with the proceedings, please. Sorry, so we are not able to hear you.
Oh, sorry. Is that better now?
Absolutely fine, sir.
Thank you. Well, start again. Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I extend to all of you a very warm welcome at this 104th annual general meeting of your company. I hope all of you are safe and in good health. This meeting is being held through a video conference in accordance with the provisions of the Companies Act and the Securities and Exchange Board of India listing obligations and disclosure requirements, regulations, and circulars issued in this regard by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. The live streaming of this meeting is also being webcast on the NSDL website. The company has made all efforts to enable shareholders to participate through video conference and vote at this AGM. The participation of the shareholders attending through video conferencing is being organized for the purpose of a quorum as per the circulars issued by MCA, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and Section 103 of the Companies Act 2013. I am informed that the necessary quorum is present. I now call the meeting to order. At the outset, let me introduce you to the new members on the board of directors of the company. First, we have Mr. Raja Venkatraman, appointed as an independent director with effect from 9th February 2023. Mr. Venkatraman is a professional with over 37 years of experience in general management, strategy, finance, commodity buying, sourcing, human resources, legal, company secretarial, and business development. We welcome Mr. Venkatraman on the board. Raja, if you could raise your hands up. Thank you. Welcome. The board of directors, including the chairpersons of the committees of the board, the key executives and senior management have joined from their respective locations. Representatives of the statutory auditors, secretarial auditors, and post auditors are also online. Authorization for attending the AGM has been received for 12 crores 96 lakhs 21,455 equity shares, representing 55.87% of the company's share capital. Since the meeting is being held through video conferencing and other audio-visual means, physical attendance of the members is dispensed with. Accordingly, there is no requirement for appointment of proxies. The register of directors, the key management personnel, and their shareholding the register of contracts and arrangements in which directors are interested, and the documents referred in the notice of AGM are open for inspection by the members electronically if they so desire. I now proceed further in the agenda of the meeting. The notice convening the meeting has already been circulated to the shareholders. So with your permission, I'm taking the same as read. Since the statutory auditor's report and the secretarial auditor's report do not contain any qualifications, observations, or comments on financial transactions or matters which have any adverse effect on the functioning of your company, with your permission, I am taking it as read. Well, now let me say a few words on the events of the year under review. So once again, a warm welcome to our 104th AGM being attended and organized virtually. I'm pleased to share with you the progress our company has made in its transformation journey towards providing clean technology products and solutions. We have focused on positioning ourselves as a formidable player in India's last mile sustainable mobility ecosystem. While global economic uncertainties persist, we have seen positive consumer sentiment and encouraging macroeconomic indicators that have supported the strong growth of our various business units. Our successful transition from a predominantly B2B company to a B2B plus B2C model has been fueled by the excellent performance of our three key verticals: Greaves Engineering, Greaves Retail, and Greaves Electric Mobility. We have achieved several significant developments in our e-mobility business in line with our vision. We secured a substantial investment of 1,171 crores, 150 million US dollars, from the Abdul Latif Jameel ALJ Group, based out of Dubai. It's actually a Saudi Arabian group, in our subsidiary, Greaves Electric Mobility. This investment has strengthened our business and enhanced our brand value, especially as the EV industry is poised for significant growth. We have also collaborated with UK-based design company ATA Green Power to introduce Made in India electric powertrain solutions supported by world-class technology. Expanding our business into the e-powertrain solutions is a strategic diversification that complements our growth in the core business segments. By venturing into developing and producing electric powertrain solutions, we are capitalizing on the rapidly evolving market trends and customer preferences for clean and sustainable mobility options. One of the year's notable achievements was the significant expansion of our retail network, which now encompasses more than 700 stores. This expansion has played a pivotal role in our success, allowing us to reach a broader customer base and provide convenient access to our products and services. Our electric vehicle scooters also achieved a retail sale milestone, surpassing the number of 100,000, 1 lakh units. The Auto Expo 2023, held in January this year, marked a significant milestone as our talented in-house design engineering teams showcased their prowess by unveiling 6 new electric two-wheelers and three-wheelers. These vehicles were designed and wholly manufactured in India, showcasing our commitment to the Make in India initiative. We've also taken strategic steps to grow our legacy business in automotive and non-automotive engines. One notable achievement has been the acquisition of a majority stake in XL Control Linkage, Private Limited, a leading Indian manufacturer of mechanical and electronic motion control systems. Excel's products are exported to over 80 countries, strengthening our global presence. By integrating Excel into our operations, Greaves Cotton aims to leverage synergies, enhance its capabilities, and explore new avenues for growth. Furthermore, Greaves Finance Limited, another subsidiary, introduced EV an innovative financial platform aimed at transforming electric vehicle financing and beyond. At Greaves Cotton, we are committed to continuous improvement in environmental, social, and governance aspects. Our efforts include various programs aimed at enhancing the skills and employability of individuals from underprivileged communities. Additionally, we focus on tree plantation drives, water conservation initiatives, and e-waste reduction, all of which contribute to minimizing our environmental impact. Looking ahead, we believe that the megatrends of urbanization and sustainability will drive the demand for clean vehicles. As an early mover in e-mobility, we are well positioned to capitalize on these opportunities and partner with India in shaping a sustainable future. On behalf of the board of directors, I would like to express our gratitude to our customers, business partners, vendors, employees, and shareholders for their unwavering support and patience throughout our transformation journey. The momentum we have built reinforces the confidence in our strategy, and we remain dedicated to delivering sustained value. Thank you. Now, Adindra, can you please inform the shareholders about the voting facility?
Sure, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The company had provided the facility for remote e-voting, which began at 9 a.m. on 7th August 2023 and ended at 5 p.m. on 9th August 2023. Shareholders have already voted through the electronic mode and not allowed to vote again. Therefore, only those shareholders who are present in the AGM through VC or AVM facility and have not casted their vote on the resolutions through remote e-voting and are otherwise not barred from doing so shall be eligible to vote through voting system at the AGM. The voting on all the resolutions mentioned in the notice of this meeting will be conducted through e-voting system through the AGM following the principle of one share, one vote. Shareholders who have voted through remote e-voting are eligible to attend the AGM. However, they are not eligible to vote at the AGM. The reference of e-voting at the AGM is already made to the shareholders in the notice of annual general meeting and in the public notice through newspaper advertisement. The necessary arrangement in this regard is made on the NSDL portal. The facility of e-voting at the AGM is live now and will be available till 15 minutes after the conclusion of business to be transacted at this meeting. The shareholders who did not cast their vote through remote e-voting mode can now complete it through voting during AGM. Mr. Sunny Gogia or failing him, Mr. Gaurav Senani, practicing company secretaries who are scrutinizers for remote e-voting, will also act as a scrutinizer for voting during AGM. Request the chairman to take the proceedings from here, please.
We have received requests from shareholders who want to speak at the AGM. We will invite them one by one. We will respond to all the queries at the end of the questions. Company Secretary to call the names of the shareholders as per the request received for the questions and clarifications. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. In the interest of time, I request you, all the shareholders, all the speaking shareholders, to keep your questions and comments brief and not to repeat this already raised by your fellow members. I also request not to take more than 2 minutes. After completion of the shareholders' questions and comments, if any, we will respond to the questions and comments. Now I call upon our first speaker shareholder, Mr. Prabhojit Singh Sahani.
The speaker has not joined the meeting, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now I request the next shareholder, Mr. Hariram Chaudhary, to kindly unmute, put on your video and proceed with the questions.
Now I've been unmuted. I'm opening my video. I started my video. Mr. Chairman, and learned director and chairman of the CSR committee, because I will be speaking on CSR committee, CSR also, and our company secretary, including from the secretary department, Mr. Harris and others given personal attention. I thank them. Mr. Chairman, all the companies are given minimum 3 minutes. I will be finishing within 3 minutes. Now, we are lucky that we are joining this company, the 104th AGM. Very few companies are there who have completed the century. So we are very lucky about that. Now, Mr. Chairman, about my name is Ram Chaudhary. I am speaking from my home at Santa Cruz. Now, first I suggest that you all the meetings in hybrid, physical as well as this online. It will not cost much, and the advantage will be that these are rainy season, and rainy season can attend. A person from outside Bombay can also attend. And in High Court also, we have such arrangement. And in my company, where I am a director, in other company, we hold physical as well as online also.
Sir, I'm sorry, I can't hear you very well.
Okay, I will speak loudly. I will speak
Yes,
loudly.
please speak louder. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I will
little
speak
slowly
loudly.
also, Mr.
Okay,
Chaudhary.
okay. And I suggest that we have a Diwali get together in the month of November. And all those who are present today, and if it's not that, at least the speakers. Now about CSR, kindly let us know how much amount we have spent, and whether the amount is more than 2% of the profit. Who are the CSR committee members, and who is the committee chairman of the CSR committee? Now about the annual report, I compliment the secretary for having presented this annual report. And Mr. Chairman, now I suggest that we have a dedicated mobile phone in our company, so that when we don't get landline number, at least we can give the message, and this you can consider. Please let us know whether we are using solar energy. Please also let us know whether we are using water harvesting, and what latest technology we have adopted. Have we adopted artificial intelligence? Now, who are our competitors? How much capital expenditure we have done in the year 2022-23? And Mr. Chairman, I support all the resolutions, and kindly let us know how many participants are there in today's meeting. But more suggestion that those who are not claiming the dividend, please send one more reminder, so that we are not sending the dividend to the company. And Mr. Chairman, in conclusion, I convey my best wishes for all on progress and prosperity of the company. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Hariram Chaudhary. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chaudhary. Now I request the next shareholder, Mr. Bimal Kumar Agarwal, to kindly unmute, put on your video and proceed with the questions, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Hello.
If you can put your video also.
Good afternoon to everyone. First of all, I'll thank the company secretary.
Please speak up.
Hello.
Please speak louder.
First of all, I'll thank the company secretary, his team, and the management, the staff, and the shareholders. As we are on the 104th AGM, what is the land bank we have got? This is, we might have purchased the land at throwaway price at that time. I want to know what is the land bank we got. And as already you have spoken in everything in the meeting, I got nothing to say. That's all from me. Thank you very much. And always you have the meeting VC online.
Thank you.
Everyone can join from anywhere in the world. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now I request the next shareholder, Mr. Satish Jayantilal Shah, to kindly unmute and put on the video, please.
Sir, Mr. Satish Shah has not joined the meeting, sir.
Okay. Now I request Mr. Yusuf Rangwala to kindly unmute and put on the video to ask the questions. Mr. Rangwala, can you hear us? Yes, Mr. Rangwala, you are unmuted now.
I am thankful to our company's chairman for giving me link. Sir, Thapar sir, सर यू आर वन ऑफ डायनेमिक पर्सन सर, आपका नाम ही काफी है सर, जहाँ आप रहते हैं सर वहाँ पे कोई जरूरत नहीं है सर हमको कोई पूछने का। सर मैं जानना चाहता हूँ गिरीश सर जो अपना हार्ड वर्किंग कंपनी सेक्रेटरी है, उनकी टीम जितना धन्यवाद दो इतना कम है सर। मुझे एनुअल कॉपी भेजिए सर, ये अपने 104 ईयर्स है सर। लास्ट बोनस आपने सब दिए सर, कहना चाहता हूँ लास्ट बोनस डिविडेंड तो आपने इस बार अच्छा दिया सर। अपना पुणे में अपना प्लांट है जो अपना मोटर मैन्युफैक्चर करता है, पुणे औरंगाबाद में फैक्ट्री कराई है। टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्टाफ कितना है फैक्ट्री में एंड हाउ मेनी उसमें लेडीज उसमें जेंट्स हैं सर। कहना चाहता हूँ अपने 15 अगस्त में आप क्या सेलिब्रेट करते हैं? अगर आपका 15 अगस्त में आपका प्रभा डे में कोई प्रोग्राम है तो मुझे सर बुलाइए सर। इस 15 अगस्त के लिए मैं आपको ढूंढना चाहता हूँ सर, क्योंकि 15 अगस्त बहुत प्राइड डेट है सर फॉर आवर इंडिया सर। इट इज अ प्राइड डे फॉर आवर सर, जैसे लाइक हमारे जैसे शेयर होल्डर को। आई एम वेरी हैप्पी टू बी जॉइन विद यू सर। एंड सर हो सके तो हमारे छोटा सा फैक्ट्री विजिट कराइए। और अब सर मैं जानना चाहता हूँ अपने आपका सर हाउ इज योर हेल्थ सर? तबियत कैसे साहब, हाउ इज योर हेल्थ सर? छोटा सा शेयर पेश करना चाहूँ सर। आप हमारे दिल में रहते हैं सर, दिल में आपकी जगह है सर मेरी साइड पे। हम आपको कभी भी सर आपकी तस्वीर है मेरे पास, मैं बैलेंस शीट पे आपका तस्वीर देख के जब बहुत खुशी होता है सर। नेक्स्ट सर फिजिकल मीट करना सर। सर अपना स्कूटर ऑटोमेटिक मैन्युफैक्चर करते इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्कूटर, व्हाट इज द पोजीशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्कूटर विच यू मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सर? मैं जानना चाहता हूँ अपना इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्कूटर जो मैन्युफैक्चर करते थे व्हाट आर द ऑर्डर्स आर एट प्रेजेंट, वेदर वी आर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग नॉट सर, आई वुड लाइक टू नो। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, जय हिंद, खुदा हाफिज सर। फूलों की खुशबू कलियों के बाहर शुभकामना देता हूँ सर मैं। और गिरीश सर को जितना धन्यवाद
Thank,
तो कम है सर। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Mr. Rangwala. Next person, please.
Request Mr. Jaidev Bhotra to kindly unmute and put on the video and proceed with the questions. Yes, Mr. Bhotra.
Am I audible, sir?
If you can be a little louder, please.
Am I audible, sir?
Now, much better. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for giving an opportunity, and thank you also to our company secretary team and all the shareholders. Sir, I have so many questions, sir, limited to 5 questions. Sir, first of all, I want to know about that. Last year in 2022, the Greaves Electric Mobility announced a strategic investment by the Mr. Abdul Latif Jamil, an independent, diversified global investor. I would like to know about how our company get benefited from that investment and also the global experience in the automotive market of the Abdul Latif Jamil, and how our company is leveraging this strategic investment partnership with going forward, and what will our strategy to expand our business in India and abroad. And my second question is how competitive advantage we enjoy against our other domestic as well as international EV players. And my third question is our company is how our company is planning to penetrate in EV ecosystems such as charging infrastructure, battery technology, customer awareness, etc. In recent, we have seen in recent past that some of EV company have faced the challenge of fire due to faulty batteries. In that context, I would like to know how our company ensure the quality and safety of products, especially in terms of sourcing and developing local components, parts of electric vehicles. And recently, so my last question. Recently, the government of India has announced had withdrawn the FAME 2 subsidy of on electric vehicle of the sum of EV players. I would like to know how its effect on the demand and supply of our company. And further, I would like to know how management views on the steps has been taken by our company, to overcome this from this situation. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Bothra. Next,
Request,
Adinda.
request Mr. Bansal, Ashish Shankar Bansal to kindly unmute and put on the video. Mr. Bansal.
Sir, you can hear my voice, sir?
We can hear you, sir. We can hear you, but little louder, please.
Okay. Respected Chairman and Board of Directors, good afternoon, everyone. I am giving Nimal. If you can reply to us, I am thankful to you. Just I want to know if Churchill will get over. Is it a way to start a scooter and a four wheel?
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Bansal. Mr. Hiranan Kotwani, please unmute and put on your video and ask the question.
Sir, speaker has not joined the meeting, sir.
Next is Mr. Ayush Gupta. Please unmute and put on the video and proceed with the questions.
हेलो सर, आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं?
हाँ जी, सुन पा
सर
रहे
मैं
हैं।
आयुष गुप्ता चेयरमैन सर आपका सभी बोर्ड मेंबर्स का स्वागत करता हूं। सर काफी समय से कंपनी के शेयर होल्डर्स हैं, लास्ट ईयर भी आपसे जुड़े थे, उससे पहले भी आप रहे थे। सर एक्सीलेंट चेयरमैन स्पीच हो रही थी जिसने मैं आपने कंपनी के बारे में सब कुछ बताया है सर। सर मैं भी एक चीज जानना चाहता हूं, जो मेरे से पहले शेयर होल्डर्स ने पूछा था कि हमारी सरकार ने सब्सिडी खत्म की है, क्या उसका असर कुछ हमारी डिमांड्स पे पड़ेगा सर? सर रॉ मटेरियल कॉस्ट भी बहुत बढ़ रही है सर, किस तरह से हम मार्जिन को इंटैक्ट रख पाएंगे सर? सर आने वाले करंट फाइनेंशियल ईयर और नई फाइनेंशियल ईयर के लिए क्या हमारी नई लॉन्चिंग भी कोई होने जा रही है सर? सर एक हमारी ई रिक्शा जो हमने नहीं थी, वहाँ किस तरह की डिमांड्स हम देख रहे हैं सर? सर एक चीज में सब इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल्स में चार्जिंग की सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम्स है, क्या हम कोई ऐसा सेटअप भी करने जा रहे हैं जहाँ चार्जिंग के प्रॉब्लम्स हो, हम अपने वो लगाना चाहें, स्टेब्लिश करना चाहें? बाकी सर मैं सेक्रेटरी को भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद दूंगा जिन्होंने मुझे इस पोर्टल पे आपसे जुड़ने का अवसर दिया। मैंने जब भी उन्हें कॉल किया, कुछ भी टाइम किया, वो अवेलेबल रहे, किस तरह मुझे जुड़ना है उन्होंने बताया। सर एक और सर, ये ई प्लेटफॉर्म हमें मिला है, मैं दिल्ली से बोल रहा हूँ। सर भविष्य में एजीएम को इसी पोर्टल पे हो जिससे हम भी आपसे जुड़ पाए। धन्यवाद सर।
थैंक यू
Thank you, Mr. Gupta. हाँ जी।
Mr. Gagan Kumar, kindly unmute, put on the video. Mr. Kumar.
Yes. Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, Board of Director and fellow shareholders. Myself, Gagan Kumar. I am joining this meeting from Delhi. सर अपनी 104वीं एजीएम में मैं आपका सभी का स्वागत करता हूं। काफ़ी लंबे टाइम से मैं इस कंपनी से जुड़ा हुआ हूं सर। वैसे तो आपने अपनी चेयरमैन स्पीच में काफ़ी कुछ बताया और पूर्व वक्ताओं ने कुछ प्रश्न रखे आपके सामने। मेरा प्रश्न सर एक छोटा सा ये है कि काफ़ी हमारी कंपनी की फेस वैल्यू 2 रुपये है सर, और बहुत लंबे टाइम से हम अपने शेयर को एक ही रेंज में ट्रेड होता हुआ देख रहे हैं, इट्स बिटवीन 130 टू 150। काफी टाइम से इसमें कोई ब्रेकअप नहीं देखा है सर, इस बारे में थोड़ा सा जानकारी दीजिएगा कि ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है। और दूसरा, जैसे ईवी के सेक्टर में हम लोग ऑलरेडी हैं, अपना प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च कर रहे हैं और आने वाला टाइम जो है वो हैवी इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल्स का, तो क्या इस संदर्भ में क्या हम कोई अपने एक्सपेंशन प्लान कर रहे हैं कि हम कोई नया प्लान या इसको कुछ अपने आप को किस तरह से एक्सपैंड कर रहे हैं इसके लिए? एंड द होल वर्ल्ड इज मूविंग टू डिजिटलाइजेशन, और हमारी कंपनी इस और क्या अपना योगदान दे रही है, इस बारे में थोड़ा सा बताइएगा। बाकी तो सब अच्छा ही है सर। दिल्ली से बैठे हुए आपसे जुड़ पा रहे हैं, एक अगर नेक्स्ट ईयर से भी मौका मिलेगा तो जरूर जुड़ेंगे। And I would like to thank our CS and Mr. Hitesh for maintaining such a high standard of corporate governance. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Kumar. We'll request Mr. Jain to kindly unmute, put on the video and proceed with the question.
हेलो।
हाँ जैन साहब।
हाँ नमस्कार, मैं प्रमोद जैन दिल्ली से। चेयरमैन सर, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर और सेक्टर डिपार्टमेंट का बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूं जो आपने इस एजीएम में मुझे बोलने का अवसर दिया, और आज के प्रस्तावित सभी रेजोल्यूशन का मैं समर्थन करता हूं सर। आपने चेयरमैन सर अपनी आरंभिक स्पीच में कंपनी के वर्तमान भविष्य के बारे में विस्तार से सब कुछ बता दिया है। पूर्व वक्ताओं ने भी काफी क्वेश्चन रख दिया है, मैं कुछ अधिक नहीं पूछना चाहता। और शुरू में मीटिंग से पहले एक प्रेजेंटेशन चल रहा था, बहुत अच्छा लगा। उसमें कई तरह के हमें स्कूटर दिखाए गए। सर क्या नॉर्थ इंडिया में भी अपने स्कूटर ये आपके उधर महाराष्ट्र की तरफ ही सेल करते हैं, या अपने नॉर्थ इंडिया में भी इनकी सेल का कोई प्रोग्राम है या चलेगा आगे के लिए? कृपया ये बताने की कृपा करें। और मैं सेक्टर डिपार्टमेंट का विशेष रूप से धन्यवाद करूंगा जो समय पे हमें एजीएम का नोटिस दिया और मीटिंग में किस तरह लिंक प्रोवाइड कराया, कैसे जुड़ना है। कंपनी सेक्रेटरी साहब का, हरीश जी का, जिन्होंने हमें बहुत मेहनत और लगन के साथ हमें मीटिंग में जुड़ने का तरीका समझाया। नमस्कार, धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Mr. Jain. Request Mr. Jaideep Bakshi to kindly unmute, put on the video and ask the question. Yes, Mr.
Sir,
Bakshi.
Yes, good afternoon, Chairman and Board of Directors. Myself, Jaideep Bakshi, connecting from the city of Kolkata. Sir, your initial speech explained our company's positions, sir, and thanks to our company secretary for giving me an opportunity to express my views. And sir, I don't want to linger my speech because there are so many back-to-back meetings today, and proud myself to be part of this company's AGM. Sir, just want to know what is our future plans and progress for our future and the carbon neutralization program, and what are the steps we are taking for the cutting down our cost on fuel and power supply. Thank you, sir, and all stay safe, and for the giving me an opportunity, and happy Independence Day to all present in today's video conference. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Bakshi. Mr. Om Prakash Kejriwal, to kindly unmute. Mr. Kejriwal?
Hello, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, if you can put on the video also. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Sajid. And good afternoon, everybody attending this AGM. Myself, Om Prakash Kejriwal, your equity shareholder from Kolkata. Thank you, Sajid, for providing me the platform to speak something before you. Thanks to our secretarial department for helping me in the station as a speaker shareholder. Sajid, this is my first AGM only due to virtual. It is just an opportunity for me to join this AGM sitting in Kolkata. If possible, please follow this virtual AGM in next year also, so that more and more shareholders could join our AGM and express their views. Sir, wow, what a result, sir. Mind-blowing performance. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत बधाई आप सभी को, सभी बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स को, सभी एम्प्लॉइज को कितना अच्छा रिजल्ट देने के लिए. On equity of rupees 46 crore, our revenue is rupees 1,550 crore in external basis, and our net profit is 115 crore. It means EPS is rupees 4.97 on face value of rupees 2, and dividend is rupees 0.90, 90 paisa. It means 18% distribution of net profit. It is some lower side, sir. Please increase this next year also. Next year, please increase this distribution next year. Sir, I bought some shares when your face value was rupees 10. छोटा क्यूमिंस इंडिया समझकर खरीदा था, ये सोचकर कि एक दिन बड़ा नाम करेगा, बट क्यूमिंस इंडिया काफी आगे निकल गया. हमारी आगे बढ़ने की स्पीड काफी स्लो है. That time, Cummins was supplying engines to Maruti, and we were supplying engines to Piaggio for two-wheelers and three-wheelers. Now, to whom we are supplying engines in addition to our electric vehicle business in two and three-wheelers. सर जी, आपने आज जून क्वार्टर का रिजल्ट दिया. Revenue is down. Net profit just maintained. तो इसका क्या कारण है सर जी? क्या मार्केट में डिमांड कम हो गई हमारी व्हीकल की? क्योंकि रेवेन्यू डाउन तो नहीं होना चाहिए. इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल में तो लोगों का इंटरेस्ट काफी बढ़ता जा रहा है. तो इसका क्या वो सब्सिडी का कोई रीजन आ रहा है क्या? जो गवर्नमेंट से सब्सिडी मिल रही थी उसको गवर्नमेंट ने विड्रॉ कर लिया, और ऊपर से जो पिछला सब्सिडी दिया था उसको भी गवर्नमेंट मांग रही है वापस. तो उसमें हमारी क्या लायबिलिटी बन रही है, हम उसमें कितना इफेक्टेड होंगे, वो थोड़ा बताइएगा. और उस हिसाब से अपना क्या फ्यूचर प्रोस्पेक्ट लग रहा है, कितना फर्दर हम डाउनवर्ड डिमांड में जाएंगे क्या, वो थोड़ा बताइएगा. फोर व्हीलर में एक प्रिसीजन कैमशाफ्ट करके कंपनी है, पुणे की कंपनी है, वो काफी अच्छा कर रही है. तो उस टाइप का भी अगर वर्क आप अगर करना चाहें तो, अगर आप डाइवर्सिफाई करना चाहें तो कर सकते हैं. उनकी एजीएम में मैं अटेंड किया था, काफी वो लोग उत्साहित थे अपने बिजनेस से. सर जी, आई एम वाचिंग यू सिंस 2019. you are too optimistic since 2019. And so you did not participate in buyback in 2019. And in present days, you are purchasing shares from market regularly. Our promoter holding reached to 55.87% in June quarter. Are you planning to further increase your holding, sir? Please say something. But sir, market is not discounting your confidence. And so market price is not appreciating like other auto companies. So what is the reason, sir? हमारी weakness कहाँ पे है? ये थोड़ा सा इसको मतलब इसको फर्दर एनालिसिस करने का जरूरी है कि हम लोग कहाँ पे कमजोर पड़ रहे हैं. सब कुछ अच्छा है, फिर भी हमारी प्राइस जो है उतनी अप्रिशिएट नहीं कर पा रही है जो अदर ऑटो कंपनी चल रही है. ना नोटिस ऑन जुलाई 31 जुलाई 2023 में आपकी एक नोटिस आई है, चेंज इन नेम ऑफ द प्रमोटर फ्रॉम करून कारपेट्स प्राइवेट लिमिटेड टू DBH इन्वेस्टमेंट कैपिटल इंडिया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड. सर जी, हु इज our actual owner of this DBH investment? Please tell something. मेरा एक सजेशन है कि पिछली बार 2019 में आपने बायबैक लाया था, तो इफ यू आर सो ऑप्टिमिस्ट तो एक बार फिर बायबैक लेके आइए, तो उससे क्या होगा, थोड़ा हम लोग का मार्केट प्राइस अप्रिशिएट करेगा. और मैं तो पुराना शेयर होल्डर नहीं हूँ, मेरी वाइफ बहुत पुरानी शेयर होल्डर है और मैंने अभी परचेज किया था. तो अगर फैक्ट्री विजिट का ऑर्गेनाइज अगर करते हैं तो मुझे फैक्ट्री भी अपना प्लांट देखने में बहुत इंटरेस्ट है, तो प्लीज इनवाइट अस. और फिजिकल कॉपी ऑफ एनुअल रिपोर्ट के लिए मैंने रिक्वेस्ट किया था, तो इफ पॉसिबल प्लीज सेंड मी अ कॉपी ऑफ फिजिकल एनुअल रिपोर्ट. एट लास्ट सर जी, प्लीज मेंटेन योर स्माइल एंड बी चीयरफुल. आई विल ऑलवेज विथ यू विथ माय फैमिली एज ए लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर. थैंक यू सर जी.
Thank you, Mr. Keshwal. Mr. Javeri, Narendra Vajichan Javeri.
Hello. Are you able to listen to me?
I can hear you. We can hear you, Mr. Javeri.
Yes, sir.
Keep your questions very short, please. Yeah.
I congratulate you for 4 rupees and 95 paisa earning per share. Yes, 4 rupees 97 paisa earning per share. You have declared a dividend of rupees 0.90 paisa, sir. Sir, what harm is there if you have increased by only just 10 paisa and make it 1 rupee? 90 paisa is a very odd figure, sir. So I request you, and another things, sir, 18% of the available profit you are distributing is a too low. Are you aware of it? Gujarat government has requested all their associate company or in which they have invested that minimum dividend should be distributed 30% of the available profit. So I hope you will, this is a very nice suggestion. I hope you will keep in mind in the future also that 30% of the available profit should be distributed by way of dividend, sir. Sir, next to the dividend, so dividend advice should be displayed to us, sir. At the moment, we don't have any physical proof of the holding in that company. Dividend advice constitutes a very important document from all aspects, from legal point of view, from family point of view, for holding of the shares, knowing the name of the secretary, knowing the name, address of the company. So dividend advice should be sure. If you are spending 100 pages for general information, what harm is that, sir, in providing dividend advice? You were providing dividend advice earlier also in the past. So dividend advice should be resumed and should be sent to all of us, sir. Sir, along with the advice, dispatch of physical copy of annual report. Sir, physical copy of annual report is just come 4 days before. How we have to work it? Mr. Harris Bhai has to overwork it. So if you can prepare annual report 21 days in advance for electrical people, so why not for the physical shareholders, sir? All shareholders are not Rakesh Junjunwala, and all the shareholders does not have Mercedes car, sir. Some people don't have internet facility. So it is in this context, may I request you again, sir, annual report of physical copy should be sent at least well in advance. Provision of 21 days has not been deleted. So I hope you keep in mind, sir. Sir, further, for secretary, light remark, the 2-minute restriction. So 2-minute restriction is not reasonable. Considering that 250 pages is there, one page require 1 minute reading. How we can give justice to your 250 pages? So 2 minute restriction that every people are usually talking is not good, sir. Sir, we would like to know that 1171 crore investment is coming from Gulf country. So this is only for the new scooter or other was also for general purpose. Sir, where our plant is situated? It is in Madras or where it is, sir? And sir, how many model we are going to produce? Sir, at the moment, can you advise us the production capacity? It is working at full capacity or it is just progressing, sir? So number of model I have requested you. And then, so how many people are this electrical scooter market is getting crowded? Number of people are attending. Will you please tell us how many people are there in this field of activity, sir? Sir, what people have requested you? I hope you will keep in mind, sir. Sir, we have got a 6 subsidy. 4 subsidy are making losses. Only one is not working, and only one is making profit. That is Greaves mobility. So you see to it that our losses are reduced and we return to the profit, and we expect you to next year declare a dividend of minimum of ₹3 as against 90 paisa, sir. We would like to know, sir, quarterly report of the first year, especially earning per share for the quarter ending, this June ending. I hope you will request inform us, and wish you good luck to see you again next year well in time, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Javeri. Mr. Manjit Singh, request you to unmute and put on the video and keep the questions very short. Thank you.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, Mr. Singh.
ग्रीव्स कॉटन की मैनेजमेंट टीम और ग्रीव्स कॉटन की सेक्रेटरियल टीम और माय को शेयर होल्डर सभी का मैं स्वागत करता हूं। आपकी कंपनी ऑटो सेक्टर के अंदर काफी पुरानी है और समय समय पर आपने इसमें बदलाव भी किए हैं। जिस तरह की मार्केट डिमांड रही है उस हिसाब से आपने कार्य कर रहे हैं। सर, हमारी जो टोटल इनकम है उसमें से हम रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट पर कितना खर्चा करते हैं, थोड़ा इस बारे में अगर समझाएंगे तो ज्यादा अच्छा लगेगा। और जो हमारी ऑर्डर बुक है आने वाले टाइम में, जैसे दिवाली का सेशन रहता है तो उसके अंदर ऑटो सेक्टर के अंदर अच्छी डिमांड आती है, तो हमारी जो ऑर्डर बुक है उसके हिसाब से हमारे प्लांट पूरी कैपेसिटी के लिए तैयार हैं या आने वाले टाइम में कोई एक्सपेंशन हम देखेंगे? अगर इस बारे में कंपनी कोई गौर कर रही है तो थोड़ा विस्तार से समझाइएगा जरा। और अगर हम पुरानी दिल्ली से कश्मीरी गेट होकर निकलते हैं तो आपका एडवर्टाइजमेंट दिख जाता है ग्रीव्स कॉटन के बोर्ड, तो हमें कोई आने वाले टाइम में इस तरह के होर्डिंग की और जरूरत है एडवर्टाइजमेंट की ऑटो सेक्टर के अंदर? मुझे इस क्षेत्र का नहीं पता, मैं तो एक आपका बोर्ड देखा था पुरानी दिल्ली से कश्मीरी गेट निकलते हुए बीच में, तो आने वाले टाइम में कोई एडवर्टाइजमेंट के अंदर हम अपनी बढ़ोतरी कर रहे हैं? हम इतनी दूर बैठकर आपसे जुड़ पाए, आपके सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट की मेहनत है जो हम तारों के जरिए आपसे जुड़ पाए हैं। थैंक यू फॉर द सेक्रेटरियल टीम ऑफ Greaves Cotton. Thank you for the management team of Greaves Cotton. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Singh. Mr. Chairman, we have completed all the questions now.
Yes, thank you. So maybe we should take up the questions now before we take up the resolutions, right?
Yes, sir.
So, there are some questions that I can answer, related to policy, etc. And then there are some specific questions on spend, which I leave the CFO to answer. So there is a question on the chairperson or the chairman of the CSR committee. So that was asked by Mr. Chaudhary. So the chairperson of that committee is Mrs. Shri Patel, and she's very much on the panel of the board, the lovely lady looking at you. And we've got, there's one more person on the board of this committee, and that's Mr. Bandritwala. He's also on the panel. And then there was a question on AI adoption. I think that's become a fad now because of the number of articles on how AI is going to take over the world and our lives. We have not yet adopted any AI policy, but yes, uh, many of the company's products are going to go uh, in the direction of being AI enabled because we will be having sensors and electronics added to the portfolio. But maybe at some point in time, the customers would like AI adoption through our products. Then there was a question of competitors. Yes, we have a very wide range of competitors because we have a very wide range of businesses. I think it's a bit difficult to go into the competitors of each and every business that we have. But yes, we do have strong competitors everywhere. Then there was Mr. Agarwal who asked a question of land bank. I'm sorry, Mr. Agarwal, I don't understand the question because we're not a real estate company. So we don't invest in land for real estate. And as such, I don't believe we have any land bank. We definitely have a lot of land on which our factories are located around the country, both in the south and in the west. But we don't have a land bank in the traditional sense of that phrase. Then there was some requests for factory visits and how we celebrate the 15th of August. I think the factories definitely on the 15th of August raise the flag and have a ceremony. As far as factory visit is concerned, I will refer you to the company secretary and the management. Hopefully they can organize something. I know that the last factory visit was a long time ago. That much I'm aware. And then there was Mr. Bothra and a number of other shareholders who all asked questions on the Greaves electric mobility space. So I'm quite amused because this is the AGM of Greaves Cotton, and we haven't been asked a single question on the performance of Greaves's usual businesses, everything about its subsidiary, Greaves Electric, whose performance is definitely in the annual report. So it's not a problem. I will ask Nagesh, who's also on the board of Greaves Electric, to take up most of the questions. But on the question of the large investor, the Abdul Latif Jameel group from Saudi Arabia, yes, they are a very keen investor in the electric mobility space globally. Having said that, they have picked their investee companies with great care and after a substantial amount of due diligence. They did the same process for all the companies operating in the EV space within India that were looking for investment, whether it was two-wheelers, three-wheelers, four-wheelers, or indeed components and uh, batteries and charging infrastructure. At least this is what we were informed. And we are very flattered that from that large, wide universe of opportunities, they selected Greaves Cotton Greaves Electric Mobility to invest in. And they have very categorically stated that they were very impressed with the governance standards that Greaves Cotton adopted, the way it ran its businesses, the way the boards function, and so on. And it's not a small amount of money. They did invest a large amount of money. And so far, from what they say, they are quite satisfied with their investment. As far as the business itself is concerned, yes, there has been a setback to the entire subsidy-based business, because in Greaves Electric we have both products which sell with subsidy and a whole range of products which sell without subsidy. So strategically, we are not going to be over dependent on subsidy in the future, and the company has very strong plans to fast track the non-subsidy products. And we expect that the impact of the removal of subsidy will not have a long-term impact on the future of the company. Having said that, what we and in Greaves Electric Mobility has been accused of in terms of violating the subsidy norms, that the GEML management has categorically denied. And I chair that board as well, and I am fully aware of the standards and practices we adopt. So therefore, we are taking a very firm line that we are not non-compliant with the FAME subsidies, and we have ample proof to substantiate that. So hopefully, we will get a favorable hearing from the government, and this demands that they have made will go away. We are still in discussion with them. There is no resolution as on date. As far as the technology, competitiveness, safety, etc., Nagesh, please answer those questions, if you will.
You will take it now?
Yes, please take it now.
Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. Just to add on the electric mobility front, I think there were questions on the battery quality. I think somebody asked the question. As we were all aware, AIS, the Government of India, introduced AIS Phase 1 and Phase 2. And Phase 2 came in April of this year. AIS Phase 1 came in December of last year. And the important thing is, along with our suppliers and our supply chain, our batteries have followed and are firmly meeting all the regulatory guidelines and all the needs to ensure that the battery is safe. There was a question on competitive landscape and also where we play. We are in the two-wheeler electric scooters under the brand name Ampere. We also do the e-rickshaws, which some of you in Delhi and Gurgaon and north and east of India would have seen under the brand name of ELE, E-L-E. And we are also in the three-wheeler rickshaws or auto rickshaws, what's really called L5, or really under the brand both Teja and powered by Greaves. So competitive situation, obviously the two-wheeler is very competitive, like the chairman was mentioning. At the three-wheeler electric is beginning to kind of have a lot of new players come in. And the demand on e-rickshaw was a question. E-rickshaw, both L3 as they're called or the L5, both have seen significant demand in recent times post the COVID era disruption, post the shared mobility. So e-rickshaw is roughly 35,000 plus per month kind of a thing. It's a robust growth scenario there. In terms of technology and products, in the Auto Expo, we launched several new products in both in the two-wheeler and three-wheeler. These were all designed, developed in India. A lot of the design, development, engineering, styling happens in our offices right here. Thank you.
Thank you, Nagesh. There was a question on the CSR spend. From what I remember, I don't have the exact figure, but we are almost within the target spend of about 2%. Shri, if I'm not mistaken.
That is right, Chairman. We actually spent a little more last year, 22 lakhs. But we spent our entire budget of last year.
Thank you. And there was a question on R&D spend. If Akhila is around or Arup, if anybody's got any information on that?
Sure. Let me take that, Chairman.
You have an echo, Akila, in your on your laptop or wherever you are.
Sure. I will take. Last year, we have spent approximately 20 crores on the R&D spend, and a similar amount of spend is planned for the current year. A number of these initiatives are going towards the development of new technology, which Dr. Aruk can take.
The question was just the amount of spend, not where it's being spent. So thank you, Akila. Then there was the last bit of questions was actually not much of a question, but some observations which were made on the low rate of distribution of dividend, why the share price is so low, and why. And there was a specific question of why I personally, as a promoter, am so optimistic and keep buying shares, etc. So let me take some of these questions and observations. As far as dividend is concerned, this is something that the board discusses, and we look at the cash flow, we look at the future prospects, and we have been quite conservative in our dividend declaration in the last couple of years. Last year, the amount was quite low. And this year, it's improved in line with the improvement in performance, and should, as we expect, with performance continue to go in this direction, improved direction, I'm sure that the dividend distribution will also increase. But as to what percentage, that we will determine every year based on the budget and business plans. As far as why the share price is low, I think the share price is low because Greaves has not had, unfortunately, any sustained period of growth either in top or bottom line. Just when things were looking up, that was long time back in 18-19 financial year. At the end of 1920, COVID struck, and since one of our main businesses, or shall I say more than 50 or 60% of our business, was engines for shared mobility, and mobility of any shared kind was forbidden, restricted, etc. That had a very, very strong impact on the company's top and bottom line. Fortunately, we had already initiated diversification into various other products and services, including electric mobility, and some of that have kicked in. So I think one has to look at the consolidated revenue position. That is improving, will be even better this year, and hopefully that's a strong trend. Electric mobility is new. It's going to be a challenge to actually make it a profitable business. But I dare say, if anybody in this space has a good chance of making it profitable, it is us, because we have always focused on cost leadership and appropriate technology for the market. So we don't have the kind of cost profile that many of the competitors have in this space. And I'm fairly sure that between the good product mix that we have and this cost leadership, this will start showing results very soon, even though the removal of subsidy has impacted the business. So we will improve the product mix towards non-subsidy items, and with that cost leadership, I expect that our financial performance will be much better in the electric mobility business, which unfortunately today is impacting the consolidated performance. But when it comes to Greaves Cotton itself on a standalone basis, somebody said our performance is very poor this quarter. I beg to differ. Our profit has risen substantially over the last year, same period, first quarter to first quarter. It's just a question of how you read it. The last year's first quarter results has a 20 crore exceptional income in it, which is why the performance looks poor this year first quarter compared to the last year first quarter. But that is a one-off 20 crores. On the operating basis, this year's performance is way better than last year, and it's a 60% improvement in PBT with a 6% improvement in the revenue. That tells you very strongly of the operating leverage we have. And as this revenue continues to climb quarter by quarter for Greaves Cotton, I expect that bottom line will grow similarly because of this leverage. So I think that was not a correct observation. So I'm very pleased to say that I think the results for Greaves Cotton standalone are quite promising. I think that is the end of the questions. I think I've covered all the questions. So if there's nothing else, we can take up the resolutions as set forth in the notice. And the first resolution for item number 1 is the adoption of the audited annual standalone and the consolidated financial statements. This is to be passed as an ordinary resolution. Then the second resolution we will take up is to the declaration of dividend of 90 paisa per equity share, also to be passed as an ordinary resolution. As far as the third resolution is concerned, I am directly interested, so I'm going to hand Mr. Arvind Singhal the chair. Arvind, if you can please propose that resolution or move that resolution.
Good afternoon. So I will now take up the resolution regarding item number 3 of the notice. It pertains to appointment of a director in place of the one retiring by rotation. This has to be passed through an ordinary resolution. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Arvind. Then we have resolution number 4, which is pertaining to the redesignation of and remuneration payable to Mr. Nagesh Basavanhali as non-executive director and vice chairman. This is also to be passed as an ordinary resolution. Coming to number 5, it pertains to the ratification of the remuneration of the cost auditors, again to be passed as an ordinary resolution. That brings us to the end of the resolutions required to be passed by the shareholders, and we now have the e-voting open for 15 minutes once the meeting is formally and officially over. The result of this remote e-voting, as well as the e-voting at the AGM, will be declared within the timelines prescribed and will be submitted to the stock exchanges wherever we are listed, and therefore will be placed on and thereafter they will be available on the website of the company should anybody be interested. So I hereby authorize the company secretary to receive the scrutinizer's report and declare the results of the voting. I now will close the proceedings of this meeting, and thank you very much. I thank all the members, my colleagues on the board, auditors, and the management team for joining this video. Good luck, everybody, and stay safe. Thank you.